Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Tomb of Annihilation, Part 7. Today is May 10th, 2020, and you are loved. And especially all of you viewers who consider yourself to be mothers. It could be mothers of children, or in LB's case, mother of kittens. We are very thankful for all of your hard work and efforts here at the Indoor Adventure stream. So thank you. If this is your first time hearing messages like the one that you just heard, consider going to youtube.com/indooradventures, where you can find all of our games uploaded as VODs, or if you would like to join us for our audio cast, you can find that anywhere audio casts are made available for free. If you already support us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all of those kinds of things, have you heard that we have a Patreon set up? So you can actually go to patreon.com/indooradventures, and then you will find yourself in proud membership of our Acorns, where you can gain access to our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. The easiest way to ask those questions, of course, is through our Discord, which you can find a link to below, or to the side, depending on where you're viewing or listening to us from. Before I finish my spiel, though, we did reach a particularly awesome milestone recently. We hit over 500 followers on Twitch. Super cool. I love you guys. It's like I'm the mother of this channel, and this is my baby. And it's really appreciated to see it go the way that it has. So we are going to be holding a contest. That contest is going to start on Monday. But basically, there will be 2 sets of prizes. This time, they are going to be very, very fancy sets of dice. However, they are going to be, for the first prize, the full set, which includes 4d6, several d10s, that sort of thing. That you can start out with. The second set of fancy dice is going to be a standard set from our friends at Die Hard Dice. And because of the whole, thing that has been going on, normally I will purchase things first, show them off, and then ship them to you myself. But given the current situation, you get to choose what style dice you end up getting from this whole thing. So if you would like to, possibly win some stuff, just check us out tomorrow, Monday, the 11th, where I will probably have a Gleam link. So that way we can all get this shindig rolling. And speaking of getting it rolling, hey RJ, who are you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ and I'm playing Hassan, the Yuan-Ti Druid Cleric.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp and I'm playing RinRin, the monk Tabaxi. I'm very tired. I know. You don't have to comment on. I know.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. I'm going to be playing as Baz the Drow Rogue.
I am the Indoor Adventurer, and I shall be playing as Teshvael de Falarin, Mark of Shadow Paladin.
And I'm Tyler. I will be your DM tonight. Let's start with a recap. Last time, Azaka's ardent adventurers met back up with a new old friend, Undril Silvertusk. With RinRin's help, she convinced Commander Breakbone to move the force back to Camp Righteous. Once there, and the location secured, the party decided to explore the ancient shrine of Man and Crocodile. With treasure in hand, they exit to find they are under attack from a snake-headed monstrosity. Will they intervene in time to save Undril? Find out this time on The Indoor Adventurer presents the Tomb of Annihilation. But yeah, you were deep in the Shrine of Man and Crocodile, and you heard the distant sound of gunfire coming from outside. You rushed out, taking care to still adhere to the rules of the shrine, so you didn't activate any traps. Burst out into the daylight, and a tall, I think I described him as 6 to 7 foot humanoid with the head of a snake, green scales with black flecks, a lot like the snake that the poisonous snake that Baz had run into earlier. This thing was fighting Undril, and with its big poison venom gleaming fangs bit down into her. And we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
If you're a subscriber on D&D Beyond, you can use their sheets now to roll.
You can. And I did some testing, and they rolled just as bad as I do in real life.
But now with D&D Beyond, it's never been easier to roll as low as you do.
It's never been easier to fail every one of your saves and only do 2 damage per encounter.
We love Will.
We love that Furbolg soft boy.
He's
That
trying.
boy's never fucked in his life.
He sure would like to.
Go ahead and give me your guys' initiative.
18.
18. Excellent. And Baz?
I got a... Hold on. +3, so I got a 6.
Ooh.
Whose back am I on? RinRin?
You are on RinRin's back.
I am still there.
And RinRin, speaking of, would you roll for initiative?
17.
17. You are quite fast. And Tesh?
Modified 20.
Heck
Ooh.
yeah, you are faster than Undril. No,
that's right,
she
that's
rolled a nat
based.
20, so get wrecked. And I already have Azaka on here as well as all of your friends. So to set the environment up for you, you have just exited through a tunnel at the base of this statue. It's got big human feet on either side of you. Directly ahead of you down a set of stairs is Undril getting attacked by this snake man. From your position, you can see 2 other humanoids that you don't recognize, wielding, I believe, short swords. And they are, actually, no, they have bows, and they're shooting arrows at your other friends that you had brought with you. And they are on the beach tending to those of theirs that had already fallen in the initial attack. And I know we had a lot of concern last week, and Tomahawk is at Undril, next to Undril, squawking up a storm. Just squawk, 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 squawk. Just going crazy.
Someone clip that, please.
You guys, stop that. You can't do this to me. At the top of the round is Undril, and I believe she is not in a good state. So she's going to have to disengage and move to a more advantageous position. Seeing you guys leave the shrine, she comes to you guys and as a bonus action casts the guardian, the spiritual weapon next to this thing, which I found out recently does not get opportunity attacks. Oops. I usually give them to it. So, Tesh, you have Summarize on your back,
Yeah.
which is a tiny creature, so you are unhindered.
Okay. So, how many do I see down there? Is it just the one snake person that I can see?
You can see the one snake man, and then there are 2 more humanoids dressed in more tribal attire.
How far away are they?
I'm going to say about 20 feet.
Okay.
Undril was able to disengage and get next to the lot of you.
I feel like Teshvael is just going to be calmly walking down the flights of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be using a little bit of illusion magic to, like, his shadow stays where it is, but you just see it get bigger. And it looks like it has these very large draconic wings coming from it. I am going to be using my channel divinity for conquering presence.
Okay. What does that do?
They all need to make wisdom saves or they become frightened for 1 minute.
All right. I need to...
Is this against enemies or creatures?
Force chosen creatures.
Okay.
wisdom saving throws, you said?
Yes.
You'll have to forgive me. The stat blocks that I needed immediately were not open. You said wisdom saving throws, right?
Yes.
There are 3 of them there. What's the range of this?
12.
All right. The what? 12?
Yeah. That's the spell save DC.
Okay. Cool. One of them fails. One of the humanoids fails. So is frightened of you?
Yes.
And does anything happen on a
Or it's
success?
not even frightened of me. They are just frightened.
Suffering from the frightened
Condition.
status effect.
Yes. And they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Okay. One of these things is frightened. You stepped down the staircase and eyeing your surroundings, you can see that there are another 2 of these humanoids. They have, impeccable skin. They're quite attractive, and they are up on the hill, also shooting arrows down.
Tesh,
So,
yeah, he's because that was my action, so I don't have a bonus. That's it. That's my turn.
okay,
Alright.
sweet. On the hill, one of them spies you walk out in a very frightening manner, and it is going to shoot an arrow at you.
You're looking for a 19.
That's a lot. He rolled a 17, so it does not hit. And can only make 1 attack with the short bow. Hassan.
How close is the big snake duder?
He is within 20 feet, and his attention is on Tesh.
I'm gonna drop a flaming sphere in front of him.
Woo! Okay.
He needs to make a DC 13 Dex check.
All right. That's a nat 20, the second one that he's rolled so far.
Good for him.
Well, he takes...
Good for him.
2 fire damage.
2 fire damage.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to ram the sphere into him. So he needs to make another Dex save.
Hell yeah. That's not as good, but you said Dex?
13.
17 still passes. So give me that half damage.
Takes 4 fire damage.
Cool. You ram a sphere of annihilation into him?
No, flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere.
If it's a sphere of
Sorry.
annihilation, everything's gone.
Yeah,
We're only level 4.
Yeah, sorry. Flaming sphere.
And I'm
Don't
gonna...
worry, I don't have spheres of annihilation on the mind.
Yeah,
Why
well, you have
would
you have a Tomb of Annihilation on your mind, though. Can I move behind the group, like, probably into some cover? So
you
that
are on Azaka's back.
half moving to hop off and then
Okay.
find some cover from the arrows.
Yeah, absolutely. You can move to the far side of the shrine. That'll only put you another 10 feet away from. Actually, it's not even. It's just in cover. So I'll give you half cover with that feet. Full cover from anybody up on the hill. RinRin.
The one on the ground has a flaming sphere by it, yeah?
Yes.
How far away are the other ones?
The other 2 are about 10 feet from that guy. Kind of offset a little bit. They are in formation.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to get to them.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get there without using any extra movement.
Cool. Then
Drop
RinRin
me. Just drop me on the ground.
is
Yeah.
is
I
Baz
was
gonna
still-
say that? Because RinRin
Um,
was just gonna go.
I think he just lets go.
I
Okay.
can definitely say that you can let go, but you will start your next turn prone.
That's fine.
you see RinRin's eyes just like dilate, and she's like gonna go for him.
Yeah, no, he sees those eyes dilate and his hands just go.
And then she is going to attack.
Okay. Do it.
I always forget. I get 2 attacks, right? Without doing my thing?
An action and a bonus action, yes.
Right, okay. And
do
I
you get-
didn't have to. I'll just pick one of them, pick whatever one.
yeah.
yeah.
Both on the same person.
Yeah. Well, that's a 1 on one of them, and then a 21 on the other.
Hell yeah, 21 will hit.
Okay, these are my claws. So that's 8 damage total.
All right.
And I might as well do a flurry of blows. Why not? I haven't done it yet.
Do it.
Which is just 1 more attack. Which is so 27.
Okay. Beautiful.
For 5 more points of damage.
5 more points of damage. Cool. Owie. Doesn't like that.
And I'm
Doesn't
gonna
like a lot
hiss
of
at the
things.
other one.
He is hissed at. Anything else on your turn? I believe it's movement, action, and bonus action. At the end of your turn, you have moved out into the clearing. You see those guys up on the hill. You see Tomahawk squawking away at your feet, and you hear a rumbling coming from the trees.
RinRin's gonna be like, "It's okay, don't worry, it's okay, we're going to protect you, don't worry."
Up on the hill, these two have both focused their attention to him, and are going to try and shoot him again. Not gonna hit. That's a 5 on the dice, which is what? Not enough. Snake Boy. If he starts his turn next to the flaming sphere, does that do anything? Hassan.
I'm sorry, what?
If the snake-headed man starts his turn next to the flaming sphere, does that do
Nothing
anything?
happens. I have to bump it into them.
Okay. Well, he is going to go after, I think, RinRin, because the more people next to one person, the better. So these are 2 attacks coming at you.
Okay.
First one, he swings at you with his scimitar for a 19.
That hits.
For only 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to rear back his head and bite down.
Do it.
For
Will you stop? Stand by, please.
He will not stop. 15 versus your AC.
That does not hit.
All right. Where are you?
I hear
Does not
you.
hit. Cool. You're able to move out of his snapping jaw as it pierces down next to you. That is his turn. Azaka is going to get into the fray and get into melee combat with this bad boy. So it's kind of like RinRin, 2 guys, snake-headed boy next to her, and then Azaka on the other side of the snake-headed boy, swinging her sword wildly. She does a pretty good job, and that's both going to hit.
Oh, sorry. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex save.
Okay. He moved outside of the 5 feet from the sphere to get next to RinRin. I suppose Azak is going to maneuver in such a way that she is not within 5 feet of that, because she is not a dum-dum. She's very smart. 4, 7, 6, 13. All right. The guards on the shore are going to take some pot shots. Copper cow. Ooh, roll good. They do well. They're shooting at the guys up on the hill. Rifles are 2d8, correct? Hassan? Not Hassan. Yeah, Baz. Wow. Good work. That's even better. That is... Well, the guys up on the hill are taking fire. Next is Baz. You're prone.
Yeah, I am. Baz. First of all, quick question. What's the sunlight situation?
You are currently in bright light.
Cool. At disadvantage, first of all, I stand up, using half of my movement, and then at disadvantage, I'm going to aim my rifle at the snake man.
The snake-headed man, right?
The snake-headed man.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name. I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
A 9 will not hit.
Cow, there goes one bullet. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to slide sideways into the trees and do a bonus action hidey hide.
Okay. The nearest thing that you can slide to, there aren't necessarily many trees that you can hide within. There are the old tents that have a bunch of rips and holes in them, and that is within 15 feet.
This feels like a trap, but yes, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a hide.
It was a 17.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that beats their passives. They'd have to look for you. These guys are trying to heal their downed buddies, or at least stabilize them. And both of them are able to. They both get a success on their death saving throws. Because why not give nameless NPCs death saving throws? RinRin. Actually, no, I'm going to give it to Tesh this time. You had walked down in a very terrifying presence. You also heard off to your right-hand side, coming from the north, a rumbling in the trees. And now you're hearing a rumbling from behind you, behind the statue. And it's getting louder. It is the first guy's turn. He is frightened. The frightened condition gives him disadvantage on all ability checks. Now, I'm assuming you're the source of the frightened.
Yes.
Okay. So he cannot willingly move closer to you, but he's not forced to move away from you. That's different spells.
Yeah.
So he's not going to move closer to you. Instead, he is going to drop, or not necessarily drop, but switch out his short bow and go at RinRin with his scimitar, making 2 melee attacks. First one misses, second one, dirty 20. For 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is his turn. He eyes Tesh warily. Up on the hill, those of you down off the shrine can see the guys up on the hill eyeing behind them warily, but they're still in the midst of the fight. So this guy is going to shoot his short bow at Tesh. They are not hitting you at all for a 11.
No.
Does not hit. At the top of the round is Undril. Her friends, who she had gone to for protection, moved out of the way. So good job, guys. As a bonus action, she is going to move her spiritual weapon so that it attacks the snake-headed man for a miss. And she is real bad on health. Moving the spiritual weapon does not count as casting a spell, so she's still able to use a spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on herself. At, call it 2nd level, because she got real hurt there. She's back. Ladies and gentlemen, she's back. And she is going that is 2 spell slots down for her of 2nd level. And she is going to move next to Hassan, ready for a fight. Tesh, back to you.
Tesh is going to he's gonna walk up to the guy that's frightened.
Okay.
And when he
Like that you're
does,
describing everything as walk
Yeah.
up to them.
he's going to put a hand on his chest and give a polite bow towards the snakeman that is currently afraid of him, and he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay.
And he will look at this individual and say, "You might not look it yet, but you will be beautiful." And he is going to attack them with his rapier.
Okay.
Yeah! That is a... Need to get my actions here. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Min damage, 4.
All right. All of you that are now closer to these humanoids that don't have giant snake heads can see that they appear human and have very cleverly disguised patches of their bodies that are covered in scales, much like the scales that Hassan has. So you're assuming these are purebloods. But they go to lengths to conceal this fact. Anything else? You've shielded of faith and stabbed.
That's it.
Up on the hill, they are trying to shoot at you guys. Still trying to shoot at Tesh.
21 is the number they need.
Okay, well, he rolled a 3.
Nope.
That's not going to do. Hassan.
How's everyone looking? We fresh? We
Great.
funky? We good? I'd rather have this down now than later, though.
I'm at 13 out of 19, but it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter much. I'm also hidden, so you can't
You
see
are
me.
hidden.
Yeah, drop him my spirit totem of the unicorn, which is the Ouroboros. Let us do some fun stuff. Takes my bonus action. I'm going to... Is RinRin hurt? RinRin's hurt, right?
She's been hit a few times.
Yeah.
She all right.
I'm gonna... Oh, wait, that is a bonus action. I hate that about that. Why? Sorry.
Take your time, please.
He's going to smile to himself, and he's going to cast Sanctuary on Tesh for the time being.
Okay. Which people have to make
A wisdom save if they
throw
want to attack him.
to attack him. He has 21 AC and Sanctuary. This is
There's
amazing.
it looks like a ethereal snake comes out of Hassan's hand, slithers its way up Tesh's leg and coils it and chomps down in his shoulder like a pauldron.
Nice.
Now, Summerwise, don't get jealous.
Summerwise on one side, Pauldron of Snake on the other side, glowing with holy energy. What a guy.
He's my
Is that
boy.
on here? Excuse me. Anything else on your turn, Hassan?
That was my bonus action. I don't have anything for a reaction, so yeah.
And your flaming sphere is just still hanging out.
It's just hanging out there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, cool. RinRin. There are now 2 boys, but you have a very glowing man next to you, and also the snake boy is still trying to chomp on you.
I'm going to attack the one that looks the most hurt, I guess.
Okay,
Next to me.
The one that looks most hurt is the one that is frightened of Tesh.
All right, 2 attacks, please.
That would be beautiful.
17 and a 13.
Both hit.
What?
Both hit.
Oh, really? Okay. Sweet. That's 5 plus 8, which is 13. 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah.
Ouch. He's looking real worse for wear.
And then I'm going to use a key point to do patient defense.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of just takes a deep breath and like takes a defensive position.
Okay. And that gives you
It
disadvantage
gives.
for attack rolls against you.
Yeah, it makes me perform the dodge action as a. Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind. That's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
So
Well,
no, I'm
if
just
you spend
there.
a key point. Doesn't that work?
You
with
can
that?
spend 1 key point to take. You spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like either you can flurry as a bonus or you can patient defense as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you start punching away at this guy, and Tomahawk is still running around you now in circles, squawking up a storm, and that rumbling has gotten to a fever pitch. And out of the north, Baz, behind you, 3 large axe beaks burst out of the foliage and into the fray. And they are going to go right at you guys. They are not going to avoid the flaming sphere. So 2 of them are going to actually pass it.
Is Sanctuary concentration?
Mm-mm.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
And the nearest people, go ahead. They have to roll a dex save for this sphere.
If they end their turn.
Oh, if they end their turn.
Yeah.
I guess since 2 of them actually are, one of them's attacking Azaka, one of them's attacking RinRin, and then another one is attacking Zolta, the Type 1 Melazon. So 3 attacks in here.
So should I roll? Or they need to make
Yeah,
2
2
dex
of
saves?
them will be ending their turns there. I will roll their dex saves in a second.
How many axe beaks are there?
3.
Holy
3
shit.
have just shown up. Hey, Axebeaks, where did your... There you are, my friends. My friends. Ooh. That 19 is wasted on Azaka. The 18 on RinRin, which I believe hits. And
Yes, it does.
a 21 on your boy Snake Man.
Your boy who?
The snake.
Oh, okay.
Not,
Snake Daddy.
Snake Daddy.
What?
He's axe being
10
he's a snack.
10 slashing damage on RinRin.
Okay.
And 9 on
It's okay.
Volta. Is down to this
I
number.
know. I don't want. You
And
don't
2
want to
dex
sleep.
saving throws. They need to make a 13 and do not roll damage.
They both take 9.
They both take 9 damage and are quite hurt.
I'm just gonna leave it there. I think that's fine.
They'll probably move out of its way, having been hurt by something. Up on the hill, this guy has noticed that there are a lot more contenders, but he is going to stay up there with his buddy and try and shoot now. I think the closest target would be Steven, which he has to roll a
DC 13 is.
which is, I think, a 13. Hold on.
Meat beat.
Yeah, meat beat. So he is able to attack. Probably won't hit because he needs to make a 21. Holy crap. He rolled a 20. I wanted
I did too.
uh
One day.
20. One day your prince will come. Watch out, boy, though, you're in danger. Zolta is still going after RinRin, being right next to him. Actually, I think he's going to be like swinging around, so he's going to swing his scimitar at one of the axe beaks and then still try and bite down on you. So here is the swing. That'll hit for that much damage. And then he's going to try and bite you. A natural 1. Good job. You wasted all your nat 20s on saves. Thank you for your help. Azaka.
That's what the kitten has to say about that.
Azaka also is now fighting in a flurry. 1 for each of you. And those will both hit. It's a brawl, y'all. Yep.
We're doing it. Punching. Fight.
He takes another 4 down to 13. And what? And that's a hurt axe beak. More gunshots coming from the water line. 1 hits for okay damage. You're in danger. They're still helping their boys. Oof, not good. And now the rumbling from the other side comes to a fever pitch, and these guys really should have moved off the hill because they're going to get attacked in the back by some axe beaks. 1 hits. That hurts. There are 2 axe beaks up on the hill. Tomahawk is squawking a storm. Mom, come help. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent of this crime.
Happy Mother's Day, folks.
Happy Mother's Day,
Why
everybody.
is Tomahawk saying things that Frankie evidently says when he's screaming at us?
All right. This guy has a scimitar out, but he is very frightened of Teshvael. But he still has some friends near him. He's going to bravely go where no man has gone before, and try and attack RinRin since he is frightened of Tesh. A 9 doesn't hit, but a 22 does.
Correct.
For 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then up on the hill, this guy has to deal with some axe beaks. They're not. Armor's not good. Baz, I skipped your turn.
I was beginning to wonder.
You can go now. Not much has changed.
All right, let's get a quick recap of what's going on the since there's a lot of stuff going on. There are now currently 5 axe beaks.
There are 5 axe beaks.
Okay.
So,
and there's 1 snake-headed guy and 2 scaly boys that are pretty. And then there are a few more down by the water.
There are 2 scaly boys that are pretty next to your friends, and there are 2 more up on the hillside behind the shrine.
Okay.
And all of the guards and tribal warriors that you brought with you to set up shop here are on the coastline.
Okay, so it seems that my buddies have got the central area kind of pretty well figured out. I'm gonna do my job as a sniper and try and pick off some guys in the back lines. I'm gonna go for one of the dudes up on the hill.
Okay.
And since I'm hidden, I would normally get advantage. Not getting advantage because sunlight
hurt eyes.
Sunlight hurt eyes. It doesn't help. I roll a 7. Kapow!
Shooting at the guys, 7 total?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 total will miss. And as you shoot at the guys on the hill, you notice that there is a small poisonous snake slithering through the tent next to you.
Ha! I disengage and run from the snake.
Where do you run to?
I'm gonna run perpendicular to the fight.
Towards the water line where the other guys are taking shots?
More or less. I don't necessarily want to run towards any melee looking motherfuckers. But like, yeah, no, Baz definitely scrambles out of those tents, just like, you know, the same way that you would if you had seen a snake right next to you.
Yeah, absolutely. It didn't notice you at first, but as you took the shot, it was like, oh, there's somebody here.
Yeah.
So either the perpendicular directions that you can run to are next to Hassan by the feet of the statue, or next to all your friendly fighters, which there are 4 active.
I'm gonna stay
down
near
by-
Hassan, actually.
Okay.
That
So
seems like the smart thing.
retreat to next to Hassan. You have half cover from the main fight, full cover from the guys on the hill.
Hassan has taken a seat down, crossed his legs, and pulled out a book.
What the fuck?
I'm contributing to the fight more than you are.
I can't see.
You guys are the worst. Those both hit. None of these are against you. It seems the guys up on the hill are in a melee. And that one is actually going to kill one of those X-Beaks. Wow. Fucking Samson over there. Rolled like max damage.
Cut his hair off.
Eat his heart.
Crush him with a building.
Undril doesn't want to attack the X-Beaks, wants to attack the man that did damage to her. So she's going to go for that with her bonus action. Not going to hit. She's going to ready a mace for anybody that comes to attack the 3 of you now as you huddle together in cover. Tesh, you are in the thick of it. You have your Shield of Faith, you have your Sanctuary, and you're having a great time, buddy.
This is wonderful. So does Shield of Faith break if I attack stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I want to attack stuff.
When you get compelled duel, it's gonna be so funny.
Just standing there. Goodness. I'm excited. I'm also excited to see if I can stab somebody. That is a 19.
Against whomst?
Uh,
It'll hit.
against the
against
boy
whomst.
who was afraid of me.
All right. He was supposed to be making saves on your turn.
Ends
right?
of his
Against your
turn.
friend.
Yeah.
I think he had 2 ends of his turn. Had to make like a what?
12.
12. He did at the end of his last turn.
Okay.
He's still frightened of you.
Oh,
not
yeah.
Mechanically. Anyway, your 17 hits.
And that is going to be for 8 damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough. Very rough. He's not having a good time.
And Tesh's fighting style, because he's a dex-based paladin, definitely looks more like... It's like an elegant dance
Mm-hmm.
versus just like slashing
Is there like
around.
a lot of spinning and stabbing?
Oh yeah. It's a paintbrush on a canvas, but with a murder weapon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can see this. Any other actions on your turn?
That's it.
Cool. You are still in the thick of it. C has been attacking. Oh, he is in a fight with some Axebeaks. Ooh, blah 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 blah. Wasted, my friend. Wasted. There were Axebeaks up on the hill.
Thanks.
No more. Sad squawking. Hassan.
He's going to peek from around the base of the foot and look over to RinRin. Go get him, Taiga. And he's going to cast Healing Word on her. For 14, everyone else heals 3.
Fantastic.
I could.
You could what?
I could heal 3. But I haven't taken any damage. I'm just standing here.
Thanks a whole bunch. 3 is a significant portion of my hit pool.
Undril's already up at max. How many people can you give that
Within
to?
a 60-foot circle.
Just any allies?
Any allies.
Cool. Azaka will suck Soak up that 3 hit points. Thank you. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, each creature of my choice within 60 feet. But that was my bonus. As my action, I'll look at the snake boy. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's
DC
not very good.
13.
He is not wise. 10 doesn't make it.
And he takes 12 points of necrotic damage from Toll the Dead.
Damn. He do not like. Unsubscribe.
Hassan looks over the snake boy and makes a kissy face before turning back. Boom!
Very serious party here. RinRin. I have to throw something more dangerous at you next time.
What? Why are you saying that to me?
No, not to you.
Oh.
You're perfect. You've never done
You
anything
said
wrong.
RinRin. I'm gonna have to throw something more dangerous at you. There was no comma, no period, no pause.
Just completing a thought.
I am going to attack the snaky boy. Or is the one who's feared still up?
The one who
Was feared.
was feared is still up.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 3 attacks.
Okay.
Ooh, a 19 and a 20. Blah blah blah.
Womp womp womp. Go ahead, roll damage on the 19.
Okay. That's 5.
Okay. He looked like he was about to disengage, and you go ahead and hit him hard enough in the face that he goes down like a sack of bricks.
Solid. The red ethereal energy comes from him, moves from him up to RinRin as she absorbs that temp HP, and then the snaky boy is gonna get the crit then.
Oh yeah. Do it. Roll damage.
Oh boy. I'm rolling d4s, okay? It's not it's not that exciting. 7 damage.
That's still good.
And then I'll do 1 more on him.
Okay.
What is our little bristlebeak doing?
He has just been running around in circles around the party.
Can I pick him up to try and calm him?
You are in the thick of some melee.
Okay.
You still got 2 bad guys next to you.
Yeah.
And some axe beaks next to them.
Okay. I'm going to tell Hassan to pick up the baby.
I would like to see the baby.
I would like to see the baby, please. Does a 16 hit?
Yes. Against Snake-Headed Man.
Snake boy, and he takes 5 damage. Ba-bow.
Ouch, 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 ouchie, ouchie, ouch. There are 3 axe beaks. They are sharing their attacks. I think the 2 that ended their turn in the sphere of the burning sphere, Pain Town, are going to wrap themselves around the party. So one is going to attack Tesh, one is going to attack RinRin, and one is going to attack the snake-headed boy. Tesh does a 21 hit you?
It would, but I'm going to use my reaction.
Sorry, you're still sanctuaried, aren't you?
No, I'm not, because I attacked. Okay. So a 21 would hit, but I'm going to use my reaction to instead add my proficiency bonus to my AC for the attack. So I have a 23 AC right now.
So proud of himself.
I look too good to get hit.
16 doesn't hit RinRin. And a 7 doesn't hit the Snake Man. Good job, X-Beaks. You're doing a great job. You were so close. We were this close to greatness. Up on the hill, they have dealt with their problem, and they're back to... How long does that bonus
It was
series...
just for that attack.
It's not a shield.
No.
Sorry. He is shooting an arrow at you. Does a 19 hit you?
Nope.
Try and hit RinRin.
I will. Take your time. The poisonous snake that Baz riled up slithers away. This man is in a lot of trouble. He does not like it. And he... Let's see.
Let this be a lesson about snakes. Just leave them alone. They're more scared of you than you
They're
are
more
of them.
scared of you than you are of them.
Or just as scared. Probably about the same amount of scared.
This is fine. He passed almost all of his saving throws. He has advantage on those. Oops-a-daisy.
Unless that snake is Hassan. Then I'm pretty sure he doesn't fear anything. In fact, you should probably be very afraid.
He fears commitment.
Fuck.
Damn.
That man just got murdered. Can we move him out of initiative?
What state do you live in? Let me find you a map to the nearest burn ward.
Make a
So-
death saving throw. You just got murdered.
RinRin, a 13 doesn't hit you, right?
Correct.
But a nat 20 on his bite does.
Yes.
Okay. You take. He's frustrated. He's upset. He dedicated his life to his Lord and God, Dendar the Night Serpent, and this is the thanks he gets. He's going to bite somebody if it kills him, and it will kill him. You take 9 piercing damage, and it's a lot of 2s. 11 poison damage. Venom damage. They're venomous. And that is his turn. He has turned his attention fully on you because you were this soft, squishy thing in front of him.
So he thinks.
So he thinks. And much to his chagrin, actually, Azaka is holding off the axe beak that is attacking you and Steven. Steven, that goes by the name of Steven and not Teshvael. 4 min damage. Good job. Up next are the guards, and they need to reload.
Wait, did
And
I
do
take
so.
damage? Sorry.
No, you did not.
Oh, okay.
Zaka is trying to protect you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Well, you know, she does her best. Baz, you are next to Hassan. One of the snake boys has already gone down. There are still several axe beaks, and the big snake man had just taken a big, hefty chomp on your good friend RinRin.
Oh shit. Well, Baz was originally going to be like handling the hill, but we don't want RinRin getting hurt. She is
From your vantage point, you actually can't see the hill anymore.
Good. Great. Fuck him.
Good.
I don't even
Fuck
care
him.
about that anymore. My cat friend is in danger. Is there anywhere to hide around here? Out of curiosity.
You can duck behind this foot, but you'd have to go prone.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Once again, this sounds like a trap. I hide. 17.
Okay.
Flat roll. Here we go. After the snake man that bit my cat. 13.
13 hits.
Yay! Okay. I
And
have
you
a
get sneak
question.
attack.
Yeah, I do. Hell yeah. Okay, so that is going to be. Oh, hold on. Let me throw my bullet. I'm keeping track of my bullets with coins now because I have a problem with numbers. So 3 plus 3 is 6, which is the piercing damage that my bullet does, and then I do 11 sneak attack damage.
Booyah. How do you kill this thing as it's chomping down on your good cat friend?
It's what's its head like? Like a pit viper, a cobra, like
Yeah,
what?
like a pit viper.
Okay.
Sleek green scales, black flecks.
I think it's still got like its fangs in her when he lines up the shot. And like it's just like nom nom nom, and then it like pulls its head back to go in for another one. And then just the bullet flies in through its mouth and out its eye. And it's just like and it falls down, and its forked tongue just spills out into the grass as blood begins to pool around it.
Beautiful, lovely. I love every second of it. That is what we're going to say happened. You guys are still saving your friends. How about you?
You okay, RinRin?
I'm fine, thank you, Basil.
That's not my name.
Is that what it
quietly.
stands for?
He just says it quietly to himself. That's not my name.
That's not my name. These guys dealt with their their axe beaks, but the fight has definitely turned the tide down there, and they know when to cut and run. Loosing an arrow. This is the same person that's been trying to shoot Teshvael since the beginning. Wants to get one. Let's see. 20. Sorry, let me just. You rolled a 19 on the die, so that's a 22.
That hits.
Oh God. I will kill you one day.
You already have.
I already have. I'm sorry. It's a day, guys. You take 7 piercing damage and 8 poison damage.
Ooh.
I already have. I am sorry. And he is going to spend 30 feet of movement to run out of sight. You're going that way. It is the top of the round. Undril. What are you going to do? You're going to move your spiritual weapon as a bonus action to try and attack the one in melee. And Undril, for the love of God, ready to action. Tesh.
The one that was afraid of him is still alive.
Is super dead.
Oh, okay. And there are none of them near us anymore?
There's one still amongst you.
And it's one of the snake people?
No, it is the humanoid that you can...
Okay.
The man with the snake head is dead. So there are just
I'll
2 humanoids left.
Point to the one remaining and motion up towards who was on the hill. What was their name?
Oh, that is a great question. Roll an intimidation check on that bad boy.
Intimidation. That's an 18.
Wow. Let's find out a name.
They have made an enemy this day.
Robert.
In soft, stuttering voice, he says, Emul. Emul. He's got his scimitar out, just trying to hold back from you, but RinRin's on one side. There's an angry axe beak that looks like it's about to attack him. He is not in a good spot.
Your services, will be rewarded, I'm sure. And then he's just gonna make an attack against this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emul was the fool.
22.
That hits.
Oh, for my Shield of Faith, I needed to roll a con save. My Shield of Faith drops, my AC goes back to 19.
Okay, good.
I rolled min damage for 4, but I'm gonna use I'll use a smite to add 13 points of radiant onto it.
Okay. Oof. He looks rough.
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. It is his turn. He is going to disengage and run towards the hill. He gets to the base of the hill. Hassan. There are no more snake people in combat. Or in direct melee combat. You cannot see the other 2, and there's still 3 axe beaks.
He will get up from where he's sitting and spin his cane so that his head rests on his shoulder and it cascades over a sickly green as he casts Shillelagh on it.
Mm-hmm.
He'll walk down the stairs up to an axe beak, tap it on the neck, and then BAM!
Do the old calm a rabbit before you break its neck.
George.
Not that I've ever done that.
No.
No,
I don't like how you've had to tack that on natural 20.
Knights in the courtyard.
I don't like how you had to tack that on, friend.
Roll damage.
6, 9, and 6 is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you kill that one. Just snap its fucking neck. Sorry for the language.
Can I use my interact action to scoop up the child? Baz all the way up the stairs, I mean Tomahawk.
Yeah, no, I know which child you're talking about. Go ahead, do an animal handling check as a bonus action. Because it's thematic and you walk down the stairs.
Oh, I'm just gonna share that in fucking Tomb because holy shit, that's another nat 20.
You gently and very fatherly cradle this squawking axe beak.
Come here, Tomahawk.
Come here,
Everything will
Tomahawk.
You just
Fine.
fucking murked its mother.
You just broke its mother's neck.
I'm
the
your
new
parent
mother.
now.
Happy Mother's Day to me, Baz.
Whoa.
God, I wish someone would do that to me.
It stopped squawking. Anything else on your turn? RinRin is up.
Stop killing them! They're just looking for their baby!
If Hassan could roll his eyes.
I mean, he can. He doesn't have eyelids, though.
Yeah.
It just looks like you're observing the entire area around you.
RinRin uses her movement and her action to dash after the others.
Okay.
That's 80 feet of movement.
You don't even need to wait after the guy that just ran away.
Yeah.
So there's one at the base of the escarpment. There is one up on the hill, and then another one is out of sight. The one at the base of the escarpment is still within 30 feet of you.
I want to go for the one that's running away.
Okay.
Bravely ran away.
You're going to go past this guy.
Yeah.
Um,
Not within 5 feet.
Not within 5 feet. You have a climb speed, so the escarpment doesn't slow you down.
Uh-huh.
That's 30, 20, and then another 30 is where this guy is.
Okay, I will use my my special.
You can make it. You can make 70 feet.
Okay.
To dash.
So, well, I will use my. You can double your speed. I'm going to use my feline agility instead of my bonus action to dash. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to flurry of blows. Can I do that?
Don't you have to
No, I can't.
If you use your feline agility, your speed becomes doubled, and it's
80,
already.
yeah.
So you haven't used your action yet.
Right. Yes. Yes, then I'm going to attack him twice.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
No, this is what I wanted.
Oh, come on. 12.
12 hits.
Does an 11 hit?
It matches.
Booyah! I hit twice. I was like, I rolled a 5. There's no way. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Half damage on the second one.
Okay.
Because it matches.
Then I do 6 for the first one and 8 total, so 4 on the second one.
Okay. This guy looks pretty fresh. He was staying out of the battle for the most part. So you land the first blow right in his back as he's trying to run away.
And she's gonna spin him around and look at her, and she's just gonna say, "No witnesses."
Roll an
Ask my
intimidation
girl.
check, please.
Okay.
Can you tell she's tired?
No,
I rolled a 12. I have a -1. That's 11.
Okay.
No,
You are
witnesses.
slightly threatening. Whew. That is your turn. There are 2 axe beaks now. And they've lost a RinRin. I should have rolled an opportunity attack on you for the one axe
You can
beak.
do it.
A 23 hits you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, oof the haba. Don't worry, it doesn't do a lot of damage. That is a total of 4 slashing damage as you run away from it. It has lost its targets. So now these 2 are going to focus on Hassan.
Hassan has the baby.
Hassan has the baby. They're focusing on Hassan. Because they are large creatures, they don't get outside of the one that was attacking Tesh is not outside of your melee. But a 18 hits and right?
18 does hit.
And a 12.
Does not.
Okay. Whew. 8 slashing damage
Okay.
as it's trying to chop its baby out of your or a baby. Who knows if it's even its baby.
Flaming sphere goes down.
Yeah, baby. Child. This guy just saw a cat sprint past him. He is going to move his 30 feet to get up next to you and the other guy and try and attack you with some scimitars.
That's racist.
Let's call that 21 and a 16.
16 misses, 21 hits.
Okay. For a whopping 5 slashing damage on you. That is his turn. That thing doesn't exist anymore. Azaka sees Hassan holding the baby. The axe beaks are going after it, after you, and her good friend RinRin is nowhere to be seen. I think she's going to take out the immediate threat and try and kill these axe beaks. These things don't have good AC. Nope. So the 12 hits. The 10, 11 matches. Kills that one. Does mid damage to that one. There's only one axe beak. The one next to Tesh is now dead. These guys have one target trying to scamper up the hill. I think they're both going to shoot at him. And they're both going to miss. Those double 2s. Baz. There is a axe beak attacking Hassan. There are no visible Wanti purebloods.
Okay.
RinRin just sprinted up a hill.
Like full cat crazies. Feet going nuts.
Zoomies and all.
Oh god. Just zigzags up the hill. Hassan's just getting chopped by an axe beak right now, right? And he's holding a baby axe beak.
He's holding a baby axe beak and just trying to hold back the big one with his shillelagh.
I'm sorry, I blanked. Well, how much damage did that one axe beak do to me?
5.
A number.
Okay, I was about to say 7.
Okay. Go ahead, take 7, bud.
Cool.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it was 7. I rolled a 6.
So, is there anywhere for me to hide?
You took a shot last turn, so your position behind this foot is kind of compromised. You could scooch up to the other foot a little bit closer. You wouldn't be hiding from the axe beak, but you would be hiding and be able to see at least one dude trying to scamper up the hill. and it'd be like an army crawl, 15 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna scoot forward, roll that stealth. Another 17. I have rolled 10s every time.
That's
for
good
stealth.
enough for me.
It's so weird. All right, and then I'm gonna roll flat against this guy.
Yep.
No stealth, no sneak attack because there's nobody next to him, unless RinRin's next to him.
No.
Okay. Ah! Wow. Okay, that dice is gone forever. No, it's not. It's right here. Rolling. 15.
Hits.
Ah! What the hell? Come back. Holy shit. Max damage. That's gonna be 16, 19 piercing damage.
Awesome. The assassin continues to assassinate people.
And he just pops up from where he is and yells down to Hassan, just let them have the baby.
There's only one axe beak left now.
Chopping at him and God. Okay.
All right. You guys need to try and save a life.
I haven't had the opportunity to offer the baby.
Well, rip in peace, unnamed tribal warrior number 1, but unnamed McTavish guard, you survive. This guy just got punched in the back by RinRin. He has a friend and feels confident. Here comes some attacks. Ooh, a 10 and a 9 are not going to hit.
Correct.
He's staying in place. Undril is going to move for spiritual weapon to try and attack the last axe beak. It's a whole thing, guys. There's just a lot going on. Exactly lethal. There are no more axe beaks as Undril's spiritual weapon glides across the pathway leading up to where this fight is going and swaps down in much the same fashion as your shillelagh, and it is dead. Tesh.
What does her spiritual weapon look like?
I'm gonna call it a mace, but maces usually have like the pointy bits on it. What's the one that's completely smooth?
A maul?
A maul.
With a meaty thud, just crunch.
Crunch.
Meaty
And
thud.
Baz just sits there for a second. He's all like, I can't see too well, but that thing's dead now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Tesh, you can still not see one.
He's
RinRin ran up a hill.
he's going to comfortably start jogging in the direction that RinRin ran off to. After 30 feet, does he see RinRin?
After 30 feet, you get to the base of the escarpment.
Okay, I'll use another 30 feet to then
Cool.
hop up.
It is difficult terrain for 20 feet to climb, unless you have a climbing speed.
I don't.
So I think you get to just the bottom of it. Yeah, you're still 5 feet from the top.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, because it's not necessarily a straight cliff, you're able to see RinRin over there,
Okay.
and you're in 3/4 cover.
Sounds good.
This guy is super dead. Hassan, you have a baby. Also, an axe beak.
Can I
Quite calm now.
Can I see them, RinRin and the dudes, or no?
You cannot.
Starts walking into the forest with the baby in hand.
Cool. I'll say it only takes you 20 feet to get to the base of the escarpment.
Looks up the escarpment. Starts clambering up it.
Okay. With your normal movements, you can get 5 feet up the escarpment. With double move, you can get to the top.
We'll move.
A light jog and a bit of a scramble with baby in tow, using your staff to help you climb up, and you are at the top of the escarpment. 30 feet away is RinRin fighting off 2 guys.
As a bonus action, he shakes his head and casts Shield of Faith on her. She gets +2 AC as another snake rolls out and chomps down on her left shoulder as a pauldron.
She's already been bit once there today, so. RinRin, you have Shield of Faith. You have 2 guys next to you. What would you like to do?
I want to punch him, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's a 1 and a 19, so I assume the 19 hits.
19
I'll
hits.
key point to do another attack, which is more. I rolled a 12, so
12 hits.
2.
2 damage.
Yeah, so that's.
So you're hitting the first guy that you came up upon.
So the first one is 8 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second one is 5 damage.
Cool. He's looking worse for wear, but he's still up.
Cool.
Bup. These guys are dead. It is the one that is behind you now, and he's gonna. They got you surrounded, so they're gonna keep on trying to attack you. A 20 and a 19. Actually, sorry, those were lies. A 18 and a 17.
Those miss.
Yeah, with your Shield of Faith, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They
Nice.
glance off me.
They glance off your pauldron. Beautiful. Azaka, seeing that things have calmed down here, is going to look around, echolocate where you're at, and by echolocate I mean sniff, and run up the hill. She gets to the same spot that Tesh is. These guys have nothing else to shoot at, so they're just going to ready their actions if anything comes over the hill. Baz?
Can I see anyone?
You cannot.
Oh god, I'm finally gone blind.
You are still prone, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you are sitting next to the base of the shrine. Everyone is going around the shrine up a hill, and you can't even see them from your position. Actually, no, you can just see them.
All right, I think Baz stands up, dusts himself off, and just kind of looks around. Like takes his sunglasses off, rubs them, puts them back on. He's like, "Where is everybody?" And he's gonna wander around the shrine to go and find them.
Cool. Using the 15 feet of movement you had left after you stood up, you see them at the top of the escarpment, continuing on.
Oh, are they like within shooty distance?
You don't see. You only see your friends. You do not see any bad guys.
All right. I'll use my action to try and find a good angle, perhaps. Is that possible?
You can use your bonus action to dash, correct?
You can use your I can. Yeah, personally, I can.
Yeah. So
As a rogue.
you can use your bonus action to dash. You'll get to 3/4 cover, looking over the escarpment, and see RinRin in melee combat with 2 dudes.
Oh, well, shit. Okay, so I imagine he wanders around to the corner, just kind of like wondering where everybody went, sees that shit's going down, and then rushes over there, skids to a stop. 1 bullet left in the chamber. At disadvantage, let's make it count. It's not terrible. 13.
13 will hit the one that is behind RinRin.
Awesome.
You get your sneak attack on this as well, because RinRin is within 5 feet.
Nope, at disadvantage, you don't get sneak attack.
Okay. I
Stand
digress.
corrected. 17.
Oh my god. Okay. If only you had hit the one in front of RinRin, but he has cover from RinRin, so you were probably aiming at the one behind. Otherwise, it still did a good amount of damage. And they are both looking pretty worse for wear.
All right, cool. That's it for me.
These guys are readying their actions. This guy has RinRin in front of him, but seeing you all mounting the hill, he is going to not disengage, run off 30 feet. So he's going to soak up an attack of opportunity from RinRin.
Cool. Can I do it non-lethal?
Yes, because you're using your fists.
Yes. That's a 16 plus 6, 22, please.
Yeah, that hits.
For 5 damage.
Ooh, he's up still. And you see him run 30 feet into the tree line. This is the same guy that shot Tesh and poisoned him. And he's going to use his action to try and hide in the tree line. Does not do a good job. All of your passive beats that. He is, however, 60 feet away from everyone on the escarpments, 30 feet away from RinRin.
Okay.
Undril is effectively out of combat. Tesh, you have 5 feet of difficult terrain left, and this man is 60 feet away.
Okay. So I want
65 feet away.
to get up over the escarpment.
Okay, that takes 10 feet of movement.
And then I'm going to walk towards RinRin. And so I still see this other guy.
So there is one guy who had been trying to stab RinRin in the back, but had been getting blocked by the pauldron.
Yeah.
And then the other guy you can see in the tree line, another 60 feet away from where you were on the escarpment. If you use the rest of your movement to get up too close to RinRin, he's only 40 feet away.
All right, sweet. I'm going to bring out a javelin.
Yes!
And as I do, just... Imuel, we need to have a conversation. And he pulls out his javelin and he's going to attempt to throw it at this guy. And that is a 11 to hit.
That matches.
All right, sweet.
So it can deal half damage.
Yep. Here for it. For
What's this dude's name?
Imuel.
Yeah.
Ilwell? Emul.
Yeah. For a total of 3. So half is 1.
Hurts. But he's still kicking, y'all. My God. These guys, I mean, he was fresh when you guys started attacking him, so. Hassan.
Hassan is going to pull himself over the ridge, walk towards the tree line, and...
You are already at the top of the escarpment, so with your 30 feet of movement, you can get up next to RinRin.
Oh, cool. He's going to be 5 feet away from RinRin, and he'll cast Fairyfire on the tree line where he's hiding.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see the guy, so you can...
Oh, no. It's going to be funnier. Because it gives advantage if he doesn't make the dex save.
Okay, what's the save?
13 whiz. Dex, sorry. 13 dex.
His dex is okay. He does not pass.
You just hear Hassan and Yuan-Ti go, I see you.
Oh my God. Help.
What
anything
beautiful
else?
tongue was that, kind friend?
Maybe I'll show you it later.
Oh, my. Tesh blushes a little.
Anything else on your turn, my friend? My good friend, scary man, Hassan. Otherwise,
That's
it's RinRin.
It's RinRin.
There is still one man and 5 feet within 5 feet of you.
Baz makes this shot at regular if he's shooting the man in the forest.
He would if he had bolts in his gun.
Oh, yeah? That's sad.
Sorry, is it my turn?
It is RinRin's turn.
Okay, RinRin is going to use... He's 40 feet away from you, you said?
He's 30 feet. There is still one guy within 5 feet of you.
Okay. RinRin is going to... She's going to grab him and tell him to surrender.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Okay. Okay. Can I argue for advantage because we've literally killed all of his
Killed
friends?
everybody.
Yeah. I have a -1.
What are you saying to him specifically?
I don't want to have to kill you, but I will. Surrender or they will definitely kill you.
Okay, go ahead. Roll at advantage.
Rolled 2 14, so 13.
All right. 14, you say?
Yes, so 13 total.
Excellent. So you threaten him, tell him to surrender.
As much as RinRin can threaten someone.
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
She's gonna I guess try to grapple him.
Okay.
Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's part of your what you're doing to him. You're threatening. Contesting strength. What'd you roll?
5.
Okay, he got a 16.
Okay. She
He
tries to
pushes back
grab
from
his
you.
collar.
He pushes back from you. He's not wearing a collar. Yeah. He's wearing like tribal wear. Has his scimitar out, is looking around at everybody, and just throws it on the ground. And surrenders.
RinRin's ears pop up.
Are we out of initiative?
Not quite yet, because
Okay.
Azaka's going to move and be next to RinRin. And she has advantage on the guy in the tree line. But she's going to look at RinRin first before she pulls out her longbow.
Just go tackle him.
All right. She had enough movement to do that, so she can move all of her movement to be up next to him. But she can't attack yet. Baz.
Okay, so there's one guy that's surrendered and there's one guy in the tree line.
Yep.
Great. If I use my movement and my bonus action dash, can I get up this escarpment?
You are just about at the top. You only have 5 more feet of difficult terrain.
So it'll take up 10 feet.
So
of
it'll
movement.
take up 10 feet of movement to get to the top of the escarpment.
Mhm.
And you'd have 20 feet left. Where are you trying to get to?
Well, there's one guy that's surrendered, so he's not a problem. And Azaka is Terminator running towards
Yes.
the guy in the tree line. I am one to believe that she's going to handle it,
Okay.
but it wouldn't hurt to help. I think I might actually have something for this.
He does
Yeah,
have
why-
fairy fire on him too.
I do have fairy fire. That's exactly what I was looking at. I'll
No,
give it a go.
The guy already has fairy fire.
Oh, he already who put fairy fire on him?
Hassan.
Motherfucker. Everybody's
Remember
better
when
at
I
this
was
than I am.
like, I see you?
Oh!
I see you.
Okay, so while everybody's being scary, Baz rolls up over the escarpment, pulls out a dagger, and he's gonna try and throw it at this guy's leg.
Okay. What's the range on the dagger?
It's like 20 feet, isn't it?
No, it's 30-90.
Oh, is it too far away?
You can use 20 of your feet to get within 40 feet of him.
Mm-hmm.
You could dash to get within 10 feet of him.
Oh, well then, let's just do that. Actually, I have something really stupid in mind.
Do it.
Is this guy hurt at all?
The guy that's running, yes, he is very hurt.
Is he very hurt?
He has a javelin in him.
He's got a javelin in
Oh!
his back.
I'm gonna run up to him with my empty gun and I'm gonna bluff.
Well,
He's already surrendered.
No, not
The
that
guy
guy.
that's not surrendered. Are we confused?
yeah, no, we're not.
There's
I'm
only
confused.
2 guys and now we're confused.
I'm not worried about the guy that's surrendered. He's done. He's out of my mind.
You're
the other
dashing
guy.
your full run and stop like 10 feet away from him, gun pointed, and you're going to try and use deception to
Yeah,
intimidate him.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you roll deception.
Okay.
Boy, howdy, I hope this man don't know how to count. Do you feel lucky?
You might be
punk?
asking yourself, punk.
Did a fire 4 shots of 5.
That's 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1.
It's a 4.
Okay. He rolled a 9, so he can count on his intelligence check.
Don't move, I'll shoot you.
Next
With
turn.
what?
Fuck, he can count.
Oh
Alright.
my gosh.
That's
He's
it.
got
That's it for
Firefinger
me.
on him. This guy does not want to be here anymore. Oh no. He's gonna try and run from. Can he hide with fairy fire on him?
He sheds a light in 10 feet in all direction.
What if if the light is obscured by thick foliage?
I would say that's DM discretion then.
It would be at disadvantage to hide. Is my discretion in that regard. However, he needs to get away from Azaka first, who has an attack of opportunity with advantage. And definitely hits.
She could replace it with a grapple if she doesn't want to kill the beaker.
Yeah, RinRin did say to grapple him. I don't. Nope. He's grappled, so he doesn't get away. So Azaka is holding a man as he tried to run.
Oh, she told me.
She
What?
has.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is a good point that we can get out of combat and go on break.
Yeah! So, first off, I would like to say thank you to Tyler for running this game. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it is to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got all sorts of funky and fresh things for you. So, with that in mind, we will see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. Bye-bye! And we're back! Hello, everybody. We have just captured 2 of... Wow, that was really in sync. 2 of these pure bloods. Wait, no, these were just the really hot humans, right?
They are pure blood, so.
Nice. Well, we've captured them. One of them has a javelin in their back. And now we are making our way back down the...
You tell me. So one of them threw down its weapon in front of RinRin and surrendered. The other one was trying to get away, and in her big muscular arms, Azaka has just headlocked him and is holding him by the javelin that's in his back as well and dragging him back to you guys.
Baz is walking alongside her, just slowly reloading his gun. Shoot you with what?
RinRin looks to Hassan. Like, I don't actually know what to do now.
And RinRin, at your feet. So up on this hill is where they have the guards had started building their fort, their new fort. And next to the fort are 2 bodies of a guard and a formal tribal warrior. Looks like they got to these guys first before the attack.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to come back here. Excuse me, sir. Is this like your native land or something? Why are you attacking?
He's just going to stand there, like looking around nervously.
I'm not going to hurt you if you answer my questions. Well, they're not going to hurt you if you answer my questions.
Baz cocks his gun.
And...
It's a bolt action rifle. So
Okay, I don't know how guns work. I'm sorry. He makes a sound with his gun.
He makes a very threatening sound with his gun.
Has Tesh seen this UNT before? Is this a different one?
Not the one that has surrendered. The one that is being drugged back. You have seen before.
Tesh is going to stay with RinRin, but he'll keep his rapier out. Just as, you know, if anything goes south, I'll kill you. We're at an understanding now.
Nothing personal.
So you're asking this guy, the one who surrendered, if this is their native land?
Mm-hmm. Because if it is, then do we have to come to some sort of arrangement? And you can't just like attack people, but also like if this is your land, then we need to figure something out.
All of Chult is our land. You're all intruding.
But I'm not. I'm from Schult.
You're not 1T.
No, but there are like dinosaurs and stuff here too.
And
Are
we
they on
deal
your
with them,
land?
too.
You're just going to kill everyone?
We do what we must.
For what purpose?
All in the name of our Lord Dendar.
Can I talk to Dendar to like figure this out?
Can I roll either a history or religion?
Whichever you prefer.
Cool. 16 on a history check.
Awesome. Yeah, you know Dendar. Definitely. I mean, you're 1T. He's probably been in stories when you were a kid. Your community of 1T was definitely not as ritualistic as these guys are, but it's definitely something that was probably talked about as in something that to be feared. Something that your family probably didn't imagine pursuing. And whatever else you guys know about Dendar, he wants to swallow the world.
Gee,
Sorry.
Hmm.
You were Creasters.
What?
You
Church
only,
and Easter.
You only went to church on Christmas and Easter. The Dendar equivalent.
Yeah.
Hmm. There's no reasoning with him. Them, RinRin. They're very adamant about their cause.
What are we supposed to do?
Go ahead, kill me.
All right.
You'll get your comeuppance.
Wait! Why would you
What?
do?
Oh
They're
yeah, you're right. I shouldn't waste the bullets.
No, they've surrendered. We can't just kill them
I mean,
Why not?
because they've surrendered.
Well,
Just
literally.
because you've reached an armistice doesn't mean the war is over, RinRin. And Tesh will
It's
just
not-
walk up and boop.
Oh,
He's low enough on health. I'm pretty sure you
Oh.
can just. He even just stands there and just like do it. And just. This is the one that had surrendered. You don't recognize him. Just stab him through the chest. Right in the heart.
Yep.
Yep.
RinRin does not approve.
You're like cleaning off your rapier, and like Baz is holding his knife, and he just kind of like looks back and forth, and he's like, "I was gonna do that." Just puts it away.
I think just about at this point, the one that Azaka has, she finally gets back to you guys.
Hassan will turn. Do you have anything else to add to the conversation, sir?
The boss wants to see you.
What?
Speaking directly to Hassan, locking eyes. He is too a pure blood.
Hassan will gently place Tomahawk down and stroke his chin, and he walks over. And what does the boss want?
Wants to know more about you. He has a proposition.
Where can I find him?
Inomu.
Hmm.
He'll be waiting for you.
Interesting. Well, I would say to tell him that I'll be coming, but he'll look up to Izaka and draw a finger over his throat. Thank you for your contribution.
At this, he is actually going to start struggling and try and escape from Azaka's grasp.
It's done.
Ooh, tough luck, buddy. Real tough luck. She's just going to start choking him, and he will be suffering from the suffocating condition. which is a thing.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Listen, there's
Stop it! What are you guys doing this? Just send him back.
If we send them back, then they'll know where we are. They will know how many of us there are.
No, Tesh, she's right. I will send him back.
They already know all
Yeah.
about you.
They
Hassan
already
will-
know. Let them
As
go.
he's suffocating.
I would, but I have sort of a personal grudge against
Oh.
this one.
Hassan will step back.
Killed you when I had
Bow.
the chance.
Oh. Would have that you could. But I'm afraid I have far greater plans in my destiny than you have to offer. Just stab him again, but he does it very slowly.
RinRin turns away and picks up the baby and starts walking away.
The trouble of having only one good character, and Azaka doesn't like these things either, so she holds them for you.
This one
he also-
shot me and killed some of my friends.
And
This
as
is
you
fair.
push your rapier into his heart and pull it out, I'd say like in his clothing, still attached to your rapier is a bloodstained letter.
Can I pluck it off?
Just
the rapier?
motions for it over to Hassan. This
Yep.
seems like it would be for you.
This one says, addressed to Emul, clean up your mess and kill the elf Teshvael. He cannot be allowed to return to Port Nyanzaru and reveal Salada's position.
I believe this is addressed to you.
Oh, really? Well, that's awfully nice. No postage, but this will do.
And at the bottom is a stamp of a blue triangle. I think it has an eye in the center. That's what I was trying to look up earlier. Yep. I think it's just a blue triangle.
I believe we should spend some time here and heal up. I have a project I want to work on.
It is just past afternoon.
Our plan was to stay here for a little while longer anyways, and now we have two less individuals. Well, we should probably bring them down to destroy the bodies. Set them on fire in an appropriate amount of time.
I still wish to do my little hobby.
Tesh just sheathes his rapier, both hands up. I'll see you at camp.
Oh, he's gonna ask Tesh and Izaka to help
Oh.
bring them down into like a tent and
Yeah.
drag the big in too.
For sure.
Yeah, so there are the two bodies up there that you have just created, and you can bring them down. There are there's another three, including the snake-headed man, whose head is a little less intact at this point. Once you guys come off the escarpment, you'll see Undril and the other guards are tending to their wounded. Looks like one of the other tribal warriors didn't make it, and they're occupied with that.
Hassan will set up one of their tents and ask the bodies be put inside of it.
Yeah, they would have brought tents with them. They are planning on setting up base inside the bit of fort that they had built, and they had just finished that. But you can set up a tent down where at the base of the shrine.
Okay. And Hassan will turn to Teshvael as he's pulling out instruments and a notebook. It's a different notebook. Would you like to stay and watch me work?
And I think Tesh will smile to himself when you ask him this question, and he normally has a happy demeanor. And he says, under normal circumstances, I would be delighted, but there are people who have been injured here, people who could use my help.
Fair enough.
Must keep morale high, after all.
Well, I will be here if you need me. And he'll wait for Teshvael to leave, zip down the tent so no one can see what's going on inside.
Oh, before that that zipper finishes zipping, Baz will stick his head in and stop it right there. He says, if you find any like venom sacs or like poisons or anything, you mind putting in a little glass of oil for me?
I'll distill them to the best of my abilities. Without a proper lab here, that might be a little difficult.
Gives him a big smile. Thanks, buddy.
5 gold. Pushes his head out, zips it all the way.
And he just kind of like turns around, straightens up his trench coat a little bit, and then he's gonna actually look around and see if he can find RinRin. She seemed awful upset.
Before this, RinRin, you stormed away. Where did you go?
I think the statue's on a cliff, right?
Yeah, it's just like a steep hill.
Yeah. I think RinRin's gonna climb about halfway up.
Mm-hmm.
My ankle is being attacked. With Tomahawk, with Tom. And she's just kind of sitting precariously, like with her feet dangling off the edge.
Yeah, I'll say that like at the top of this hill, you're almost sitting on Anne's shoulder, next to Crocodile, who's also looming over top of you.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's just kind of like holding holding Tom and like talking to him.
He seems a lot more relaxed now, despite all the fighting.
Baz sees her silhouetted up there. He's just squinting in the sunlight. He just kind of like sighs to himself, and then he rubs his hands together and
I'll say it's not steep enough that you need to make any checks, but it does take you a little bit to get up, and RinRin will be able to see you coming.
beleaguered non-climbing speed ascension.
She just kind of acknowledges that you're there, but she doesn't like say anything.
Yep, he gets to the top. He's like, oof. Yep. Knew I should have taken that other subclass. Hey there, RinRin. You doing all right there?
I'm okay.
Is that an actual okay or a brave okay?
Probably more the second one than the first one.
He's gonna wander over and find a safe-ish spot to sit. He kind of like looks down a little bit and then decides not to do that anymore. And he'll prop up the rifle over his shoulder and just kind of like sit there with his arms crossed in front of him, kind of elbows on his knees, and just kind of waits to see if she wants to talk.
I think she'll sit there for a little bit, kind of just like cooing at Tom, and then kind of just, I don't understand why we had to kill them. Like, I
Well.
can understand why if like they're attacking us, but they're not like stupid animals. Not that animals are stupid, but you know what I mean.
Well, he keeps on stopping and letting her finish. Well, they weren't stupid animals. That's right. They were assassins. and they were here to kill Tesh. And if we let them go, they would have just come back to try and kill Tesh again. It's kind of how it works.
Aren't they going to keep doing that anyways?
I mean, at least now they won't know exactly where we are. Trust me, it's better this way.
Just didn't feel right. I mean, they were running because they were scared. I could see it. I've seen scared things before, and I don't like it.
Baz's expression is kind of hard to read with the sunglasses on. And he's just like, you're really torn up about this, ain't you?
We already had them captured, and it did not seem fair to have to just kill them like that.
He's gonna put out a hand, kind of like in an attempt to comfort her, and says, RinRin, life isn't fair.
I know.
And it's a pretty rough place out here. We have to make tough decisions if we want to survive. Decisions we may not necessarily want to make.
I know you didn't want to come out here. Like, you came out here with Naldaza, and do you want to stay?
Well, yeah.
But why?
Just kind of like looks off into the distance for a moment. Well, I like it here. No, that didn't sound right. I like being here. No. RinRin, I'm going to be honest with you. I might be in a little bit of trouble.
What do you mean?
Home isn't a good place for me. And so much that a terrible jungle that might kill me at any moment is a better place.
That does not sound fun at all.
It is not fun. No, I don't think I've had fun a day in my life.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
She kind of turns in her spot so her back is to the cliff. You've never had fun? Not even on this trip?
Thinks really hard about it. Well, what do you consider fun?
Dancing, parties, spending time with friends, lots of cake, playing with little animals.
Yeah. Whenever my siblings wanted to have fun, I think they'd just go to the Spider Coliseum. I never thought that was fun.
That does not sound like fun.
No, I can still hear the screams.
She puts her hand on Baz's hand. I'm sorry that you have had such a not fun life.
Well, I mean, maybe one day.
Maybe one day we can go dancing.
Oh, never done that before.
It's really easy. You just kind of flail.
Oh, well, I do that every day.
I know that we're going to have to do some nice things. I mean, I've been around Hassan enough to know that, but it just gets hard sometimes. But I'll be okay.
Forgive me if this is forward, but how did you wind up with him?
He needed the bodyguard, and I'm, pretty tough. So he hired me, and it's been like 6 months. So I've
6 months.
mhm.
You've been with him 6 months, and this is the first time something like this has bothered you?
No, that's not what I said. Just because it has happened before does not mean it doesn't bother me.
You confuse me.
Why?
Honestly, I just find most girls confusing.
I'm not like most girls. I don't wear pretty dresses and dance. Well, okay, I don't wear pretty dresses and like I like to fight things and you know.
You know, you're right. You're not like any girl I've ever met.
I'm just like me.
Yeah. What time of day is it? Is the sun setting? Is she like the golden hours, the light hitting her just right?
Yes. Yes, you're going to say all these things.
All right. Yeah, he just takes off his sunglasses and looks at her.
You have very pretty eyes.
Thanks.
Thank you for talking to me, Baz.
Yeah. Anytime.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to have to go there, but I really don't want to go home either.
It's cryptic.
Well, I haven't been back in a long time, and I don't think I don't want to have to explain anything to anyone.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. But if you ever want to talk about it, I'll listen.
I don't think I can talk about it.
It's all right. As for me, I could talk for hours.
Well, I think Hassan is going to be doing an autopsy, so we have time.
All right. Baz tells her stories about his family.
You guys have a interesting conversation.
And
at the
then
peak of this
Wes
mountain.
was executed for doing crimes in the Underdark, but doesn't make any sense to me. Ginny joined the Zentarum.
A lot of the time, RinRin's just kind of like not smiling, but nodding, like listening, acknowledging.
And then Doug took me under one arm, and he took Eugene under the other arm, and he just gave us both noogies.
Because he's got 4 arms.
Because he's got 4 arms!
I think at the end of it, RinRin's just going to say, well, I think out of everything you told me, living through all that and all of your siblings who were, who did not make it and all of that, I think you must be one of the strongest ones.
One of the sneakiest ones.
Well, strength isn't always, brute strength. Like, I don't... Oh, honey. She got stuck in the laundry basket. Sorry.
Oh,
She
no.
got stuck in the laundry basket. I don't hit things really hard. I just hit them really fast.
Yeah? I need to get better at that.
I could teach you something.
All right.
But you have to punch me.
I don't think I can do that.
All right, well, then you're going to have to punch a tree.
I can do that.
Okay.
He goes and punches a tree with
We're
it.
going to practice a little bit.
I think you guys spend a good amount of time together. The sun sets and it gets dark, and you're both comfortable in the dark as well. So spend a bit of time just off to the side. Meanwhile, Tesh, what
Sound of-
is it you want to be doing with this
Sound
afternoon
of flesh
meeting?
tapping against a tree.
He would use his lay on hands accordingly with any individuals who are hurt or injured as part of the base camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then if any of them looks like they're in real need of healing, he'll use his last spell slot for a cure wounds for them.
Actually,
I only
other
had
than the
7
ones-
points.
other than the ones that had died, everyone else was still in good health.
Oh, cool.
So, 2 tribal warriors and 1 guard, unfortunately, were killed in the attack. Undril takes command pretty quickly, tells a couple guys to keep watch and actually keep watch this time. Don't let anything come out of the forest, while the rest of them go about burying the bodies.
That's fair.
Azaka kind of helps every once in a while, but after a little bit, she will come up to you and say, "You said Salada led you into danger. I didn't know she was actually working with the 1T."
Well, this letter confirms it anyways.
Would you mind if I take that?
Not at all.
She'll take it and tuck it away. I will need to get back to Port Nyanzaro and pass this information along.
We can help you through Firefinger. It's the least of our way of being able to repay you. As for Salada,
She will get what's coming to her.
we could
I'll make
also
sure of that.
send one of these individuals, and he motions towards the camp, with the letter if you would like to stay and join us, although I fear they are significantly less sturdy than you are.
That too. It can wait until a little bit longer.
Well, I thank you for your assistance in the matter.
And thank you.
He just puts up his hand and is like politely declines the thanks.
She'll, when she says thank you, she'll heartily slap you on the back.
It's really of no issue. This is going to lead up to me being able to create my masterwork. This is all I could ask for.
She looks at you quizzically about your masterwork.
In my house, where I'm from, in order to become a head of house and show others that you're capable, you have to do something amazing. You have to do something fantastical, something beautiful. I feel like I can do that while I'm here.
If you do it here, then how will they know?
Every good quest deserves a reward. And the reward itself will be enough to show people for miles and miles and miles that I am a true member of my house.
Interesting. She'll regard you with interest, but she isn't one to dig much deeper into your masterwork.
Okay. And then after that, would I see RinRin and Baz having a conversation up on the statue?
Absolutely.
He's gonna sketch them together.
Oh no, that's adorable. The sunlight,
The lighting was too perfect.
it was just too perfect. I guess the sun sets in the west, so the sunlight's painting the picture very nicely.
And thankfully, with the help of minor illusion, he can zoom in on the area that he wants to focus on.
Yeah.
And it would just be
Fantastic.
like Baz without his glasses on, smiling, talking to RinRin, and it's the most like, I'm not paying attention to what you're saying, but I'm listening look that RinRin can give. But like the lighting on her face is just perfect.
Very youthful face, beautiful fur, a very I wouldn't call Baz childish, but like a young wonder. Looking at RinRin, it's cute. Meanwhile, Hassan, you're tearing apart some bodies. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Ooh, there is the smell of burning incense,
Mm-hmm.
the bit of candlelight. 4.
Cool. They carry little vials of serpent venom with them to dip their weapons in. But most of it's used up. You are able to scrounge together 4 vials of serpent venom.
Just laid out on the table unceremoniously.
Also, while searching the big guy, you find a letter on him. And the letter is addressed directly to Zolta. And it says, there is a pureblood traveling down the river Shentar, a foreigner. You will know when you see him, find him, capture him, and bring him back for questioning. Signed, Ross Nasi.
He snaps his fingers and with Druidcraft burns the paper.
All right.
Takes out a scalpel and cuts into the big one.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna extract the heart. And I imagine he's been like draining all the bodies into buckets on the ground. And as he takes a bite into the heart, he's going to flip a page in the notebook that he's looking at. This next pot's gonna suck. And he will... his mouth dislocates as he crams the entire thing in his mouth. He's going to take his shirt off, toss it on the ground, and take the bucket of blood and dump it over himself.
Excellent. When you try and swallow the heart, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. See how well you can stomach it.
Fuck yeah, 15.
Okay, good. You stomach the heart and bathe in blood. You're a real making the family proud.
And he's gonna start praying to Dendar.
Yep.
You're a real boy.
You said that your tent was zipped up.
But you could probably see everything in like the lamplight.
The flash dance from the Maniac. Leans back in the chair.
That's
The predator, I imagine like it's the predator mouth when you open it up, just like splits at the chin and just.
We'll discuss the ramifications of this later.
This is a fun game.
I wanted to say this is the part where Tesh walks in.
Oh, if
Because
he
like you
walks
said
in,
to join him later. So it's just like the zipper starting to come open. Just, I hope you, are you still in need of any assistance?
there is the quick head whip over, and Hassan has like the bed-raggled blood mat hair over his face.
So is that a no? I could just come back later if that's all right.
He'll straighten up quickly. Sorry, Tesh.
So is that a no?
The ritual is finished for tonight. Might have to catch another one later.
That's totally fine. You seem busy. Your tent is leaking, by the way.
Just gonna stare at the ground. Create water.
Tesh is
gonna
not
wash
pressing that
the
any
water
further.
away.
Behind Tesh, Baz is punching a tree. Ow!
No, you have to punch with your shoulder, not just your forearms. You have to follow through.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that a second time.
Then you have to hit me, Baz. You have to hit me.
I can't!
Do it.
So you spend the night. Long rest for everyone.
Yay!
Oh my god, help me.
Hassan starts dragging the bodies out, still covered in blood, and starts like burning them up.
This is the next morning.
The next morning?
Oh, the next morning.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing the next morning?
There is a red scaled yuan tea somewhere in your camp.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
I think RinRin's gonna stay close to him, like just because she's his bodyguard. But like when she kind of like sees him in the morning, she kind of walks over to him, like comes up, gets really close to him, and like sniffs at him with her whiskers, kind of tickling him, and then she's going to lick the side of his face. Why are you covered in blood? This is not your blood.
It was a hell of a night.
Do you need help with something?
He's still shirtless as he walks up to the river and kind of just like dunks himself in.
All right, yeah.
No, I'll just stay here and you do what you're going to do. It's fine.
It's the fucking hair commercial as he comes up, pushes his hair back.
RinRin has a bead of sweat go down her. She doesn't sweat it.
It's just
She's
the
like,
anime sweat drop.
Yeah. She's kind of like trying to not look like she's looking, but she's totally looking.
Nosebleed.
Yeah.
Hassan gets bathed again, but
Oh, man. Okay, what is your plan?
Were we supposed to... So, did we agree last time that we would stay here for a few days to help them set up?
You agreed to help them get here.
Okay.
They were planning on setting up a defensible location and then waiting for the rest of the camp to progressively move here. And they probably will send a messenger bird back to camp to let them know what happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Hassan.
I think Tesh would suggest like waiting at least until they have reinforcements. And then heading out towards Firefinger just to make sure that they aren't outnumbered or outgunned.
All right. You would have to wait a day there for the message to get back, and then the reinforcements to make it up the river.
Hash, did I ever tell you what we're doing? Do you know what our mission is?
I believe Hassan said something about going to Omu.
Right, we're trying to stop this whole death curse.
Noble.
My friend is dying, and I don't want to see her,
No one should have to watch their loved ones pass and die. That's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
I have already offered my assistance, but I am stoic in my pursuit of this thing.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you just said.
I'm willing to help you.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Of course. You've all helped me out already. If it was just myself versus all of those, what were they called? The snake people.
Yuan-Ti.
If it weren't for your help fending off all of those Yuan-Ti, I would have surely met a similar fate as my old adventuring party.
Yeah.
So
well,
truly,
you
I
know,
know all of you my life.
Well, you're like our good friend now.
You have blessed me this day with the true gift of friendship.
You're cute. Stop.
Oh, well, thank you.
But we should get going soon because, we are kind of on a timetable. We've got to save the world.
Yes.
Or this world.
Save it.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, save it.
Obviously.
I'm pretty sure there is like literally a couple seconds pause there.
No, not from RinRin. She's just like, okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Azaka too will recommend that you guys keep moving.
Is Undril.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay.
She is okay.
Yeah. Undril, do you think you'll be okay if we leave today? I mean,
No, I think they just might have caught us off guard. We'll do our best, and we have reinforcements coming tonight. So I mean, we took care of this group, so maybe there probably isn't more. And then dinosaurs and undead, if they come, we should be able to fend them off.
well, what if we just stay till tonight until they arrive, and we'll kind of like relax all day and like snap and stuff, so we can travel through the night?
RinRin, I think I have an additional solution to this.
Okay.
And he'll turn to the guards. Are you familiar with the story of the man and the crocodile? And motions towards the statues.
The tribal warriors will nod their heads, but the guards will give you like quirked eyebrows.
Something. The story is very long, but if you want, have somebody on your shoulders, a piggyback, just two of you together, and you can move through all of the dangers of this area. You can get to somewhere safe inside.
All right, says one of them. That sounds pretty neat. But Undril will like look at them reproachfully, and say, "Well, we'll wait for reinforcements here. If you want to stay the day, that'd be great. I just, you did seem like you were in a hurry, but I would love to have you around for longer." Group decision: stay here or continue.
Follow Azaka's plan.
Azaka is restless.
Yep. Follow Azaka's plan. We're really close to Firefinger, and that's her whole shtick.
That is
Yeah.
her shtick,
If
and
a
she wants
woman
to
near
get there.
Baz is restless, he is restless. Let's
All right.
make Azaka happy.
Also, we have 5 days left of our blessing now at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Azaka will explain that. 1, 2, 3. If you travel now, you will be able to get to Firefinger in the night of 4 days from now, which is good because it's best to assault Firefinger at night. The terror folk won't see you coming.
I like that plan. That's a good plan.
Will Undril be okay without us?
I believe if they hole up in the temple, they should be fine until reinforcements come. We've set the
Yeah.
basis of the camp up already.
Those puzzles are impossible to figure out.
All right.
I'll definitely be safe in there.
I would say
Okay.
just hole up beyond the first room, honestly.
Right. Well, I have another very important question. What do we do with Tom? She holds up.
Have you been
Completely
feeding
forgotten about
Tom?
him.
Yes.
Okay. He's fat, dumb, and happy.
Yay!
Like me.
Gonna wiggle a finger in front of him. He just bites onto him and he's like, don't know what I was expecting. Well, we Plum did just kill his parents, and I think you're the expert here, so what do you think we should do with Tom?
Well, we can't just leave him. I mean, somebody did kill his parents.
Shrugs.
But, I don't know, Undril, would you want to take care of... I'm just afraid that Bristlebeak would be like... I don't want him to get... I don't know why I keep calling him Bristlebeak.
Is
You're missing a
Bristlebeak from
Kenku.
something?
Yeah, yes. I don't want Tom to get in trouble or get hurt while he's with us.
We can rebuild the animal pen and we can keep him around. If you want me to keep him safe, I'll keep him safe for you.
That would mean a lot to me.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay, make sure he's
Just-
fat and dumb and happy.
Make sure you come back safe as well. Or
Of
just stay
course.
safe.
Sure.
Promise that I will do everything to keep everyone safe.
And I will do the same.
Okay. We're going to have to say goodbye again.
Well, it's not really goodbye. It's just see you later.
That is such a nice way to put it. RinRin cries and hugs her.
She hugs back. It is late morning by the time that you set out and begin your journey into the... Yes?
I'm gonna grab a short bow off of one of the dead Wanty boyos
Okay.
before we leave.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't have much other gear on them except for short bows and scimitars and maybe like a couple arrows each.
Picks it up, tests the string, and he's like, "Oh, I can actually pull this one back." And he is proficient with short bows.
Ew.
Hassan has 4 bottles like in his hand, and he'll hand them over to Baz.
Ooh, shall we discuss poisoning rules?
Sure.
Are you allowed to poison ammunition ahead of
Yep.
time? Well, I sure would like to.
Okay. Let me refresh myself on poisoning rules, but you have 4 vials of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
It is serpent venom, which I look at my notes here.
Alright, we can look it up later. I just need to know what it is.
Yeah, just write down serpent venom.
Serpent venom.
Hassan just dips a finger in one and then just rubs it on the top of his gums. Sipping venom.
Sounds delicious. Yank.
No, don't eat it.
It was a joke, RinRin. It's fine.
Awesome. You head out. Much like your other days traveling through the jungle, it's sunny in the morning. The afternoons get a little bit rainy and windy, but you're able to make good time. Actually, I should have Zaka roll for... Yep, that's good. And you make your way through the night, or through the morning and afternoon, and set up camp at night. And as you guys are progressing, the forest seems to get, or sorry, the jungle seems to get a bit darker. Not just because the sun is beginning to set, but it seems thicker here, more ominous even. You are traversing into undead territory.
Does this place seem more ominous to you?
Delightfully so.
No, this is where like the bad guys are. Like not the bad guys, but like the undead people.
Why are we whispering that?
I don't know, because I don't want to say it out loud.
Because we want to remain as stealthy as possible so the undead people don't come to us.
She points to Hassan.
Speaking of moving stealthily, Baz, if you want to continue rolling your stealths each day.
Today's was a 14. Do you want me to roll tomorrow's?
Go ahead.
Baz is good at this. It's 18.
18. Okay. We will remember that for tomorrow's. But as you travel into this undead territory, you are beginning to look for a place to set down for the night. It's dark, uncomfortable, and Baz, you notice that you notice spider webs.
Okay. Where do I notice the spider webs?
In
my
all around you.
Oh.
Um,
We're walking along, and then Baz just stops and puts a hand out. Spiders.
And lo, there were. Roll initiative.
What part of the day is this? This is the second day?
This is the next day. It is dark out.
Okay.
It's
It
the
is
night
dark
before.
out or it is nighttime?
It is nighttime.
And it was just like another bright sunny day?
Yeah. Not the whole day. It got darker in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
I whomped, so my total is 23.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Is it night of the second day?
On the calendar, it is the 19th now.
Okay.
I got a 12.
So it's the first day of travel.
Yes. 23 for Tesh. Basilisk.
7. I do great initiative, y'all.
And Hassan.
3.
Trips. Cool. This will be the last combat for tonight. But we'll go ahead and do this. You have been walking through the forest. Notice, it's getting dark. You want to find a place to sit down for the night. And Baz points out the spider webs. And as you do, you see a lot of movement in these spider webs, little spiders scurrying around. And this movement draws your eyes up, and in the top of these webs are several large spiders, giant spiders even, and they are coming down at you. At the top is Tesh.
How close are they?
Whew. They are 20 feet up.
Okay, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, and then I'm going to pull out a javelin.
You did recover your last javelin from Anul's back.
Sweet deal. So, javelin. That is a 9 to hit. That javelin's
9
gone.
does not hit. That sails into the woods. And you all have dark vision because Elfie boys and Snaky boy and Catty girl.
Yes.
So no worries there. Tesh, you toss a javelin into the canopy, and unperturbed, one of these spiders skitters on down to you. Actually, it is going to use an action to shoot some web at you. For a 19 doesn't hit because of your shield of face. Faith, correct?
Shield of face. Yes.
Shield of face. Cool. It shoots some web out at you, but your, how you say, shield magically keeps it from restraining you, and it skitters all the way down and gets up to you. Next is Azaka, who, standing next to RinRin, is going to ready an attack for when they attack, come back down at you guys. And low one does. So she attacks and hits. Okay. And then it is going to try and web you as it comes down. for a 14 to hit, which doesn't. And it is in melee with you, RinRin, and Azaka. RinRin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna whip. RinRin is going to like twist out from behind her back her quarterstaff,
Mm-hmm.
and she is going to attack with that.
Do it.
It's a 24 or something.
Yeah.
Exactly 24. I can do math.
Hell yeah.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to use a key. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Use a key point to use patient defense.
Okay. And that's
Dodge.
okay. Perfect. Thank you for reminding me.
Mhm.
I'll need that often.
It's okay.
And that will be all of your turn. On the next one's turn, Baz is hidden, so this one's going to shoot at Hassan. A natural 20 on web. So you are restrained, Hassan. On your turn, you can make a strength check to burst out of the web. That webbing can also be attacked to break it. But at this time, you are restrained, which I believe gives advantage on attacks against you. Correct? And it skitters on down next to you. And another one is going to try and web Azaka. Oh, wait, no, it's Baz's turn first.
It's so easy to forget. Baz is going to draw that brand new short bow that he got.
Mm-hmm.
And he is hidden.
Mm-hmm.
He can see,
He can
fight. He's going to go for the one that just webbed Hassan and is now next to him.
Yep.
And can we say that he would have poisoned his arrows with serpent's venom before this fight?
You sure can.
Because I looked this up and I have the stats for it. Natural 20.
Heck yeah.
Hey, I have a question, Indoor.
Yeah.
On this channel, do we double poison dice?
Yes.
Do they need to make a save?
They need to make a con save.
Okay, then you don't double those.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like it would be egregious if it did.
Back. It is 3d6 of damage. Of poison damage.
It is. I have it right here in front of me.
It
needs
fails.
To make, fails the con save? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, first of all, let me just 8 it's 11 piercing damage. Here comes the sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. 12 teams 18 21 sneak attack damage.
21 on top of the piercing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I know.
And then 13 poison damage.
Beautiful. A little bit of overkill there, champ.
Just a little.
How much can you poison with each vial?
Just one. I'm pretty sure. It says I looked up poison rules, and it says it stays potent until you harm a creature with it.
Okay, there you go. And you have done so. And lo, this thing, you whip it between its many, many eyes as it's bearing down on a restrained Hassan. And it does the Skyrim spider thing where it flips over its legs.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, like he just steps out of the shadows, and his eyes are like glowing red, and he just like an arrow like forcefully drives into it. God, words are failing me. Yes.
Yep. We're at the end of the night, and we had a lot of combat, and even more now.
And then he will look at Hassan, and just kind of smile. His teeth are white against the darkness, and he's going to rush off into the woods and hide.
Cool. Roll your stealth.
That is a 16.
Cool. Awesome. The next one is going to try and restrain Azaka. and fails, and it'll skitter up to Azaka, and by consequence, near RinRin. And it is Hassan's turn. You are restrained.
Sure. Hassan will catch Bazai and nod his head. He's earned that. And with a bonus action, I'm going to cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
As he whirls his cane around along the shaft of it, fire runs up and curves upward into a flaming scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to press it against the web.
You will have to make an attack roll against the web.
14.
At disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. 14.
Great. Roll damage. And if this is fire damage, it is vulnerable.
22 then.
Yeah. Okay. You cleanly cut yourself out of this web.
And he'll, almost in a chipper mood, swing the cane like Singing in the Rain as he walks up to a spider.
I mean, the spider, it was up. Oh, yeah, the one that was up to you is dead, so...
He's going up to Azaka's spider.
Okay, perfect.
That's it. That was my action and bonus.
Beautiful. At the top of the round is Tesh. There's one spider next to you.
Hopefully it will be a was soon enough. I'm going to strike out towards it with my rapier. That is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Excellent. I'm going to do a level 1 Holy Smite. For 4 points of piercing and 10 points of radiant.
Okay. Owie, it says in spider.
No, Baz doesn't understand spider. Don't be racist.
Oofy, owie, my exoskeleton.
Ooh, ow, I don't like it. Is that all on your turn, my friend?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, it's coming after you. It doesn't hit. Azaka is going to attack the one next to her. One of those hits for some damage. Up next is the one attacking RinRin. It is going to try and bite you. Oh, they're not doing well, guys. That's a 7 to hit, so it doesn't. It is your turn, RinRin.
Okay, RinRin is going to use both hands to attack the one that's still alive, right? There were only 2?
There are 3 still alive, 2
Oh.
next to you and Azaka, and 1 next to Tesh.
Where's Hassan?
Hassan is next to the one next to Azaka. So you guys are kind of like, she's kind of next to Azaka. Hassan is next to Azaka.
Who's next to me?
On the other side of you.
Okay, so close.
Close.
I think she'll just say, "Get the behind me," and then she's going to attempt to hit with her quarterstaff again.
Okay.
18.
Yep.
I'm going to do this two-handed. For 6 damage.
6 is good. Not dead yet, though.
And then I'll use a key point to hit it again with my quarterstaff. And then I kick her. 22
Hits.
for max damage. 12 damage.
Beautiful. You, in a flurry of blows, literally, thwap this thing. Whap, 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 whap.
Yeah.
Very dramatically crushing its exoskeleton. Ooh, owie, it says in Spider.
What sort of reaction is Baz having in this situation? Not that I want to take. No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
It's okay. Well, first of all, he just kind of went directly into business mode. But like more so than ever, he really feels like he knows what to do here. And for that matter, he really did like just disappear into the woods like he normally does.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't freaking out. You know, like spiders, PTSD.
Oh God, spiders.
Nah.
Okay.
And you did get your temp HP. Not that it's going to matter much.
Right.
Cool. It is Baz's turn.
Speaking of spiders,
Spiders.
Is there one or two left?
There are two left. One attacking Azaka. One attacking Tesh.
All right, which one looks more injured?
The one attacking Tesh.
Cool. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna go for the one on Azaka.
Okay.
I keep forgetting my plus to the attack. It's fine. All right, 18.
Yep.
All right. Here comes some damage.
Is this arrow poisoned?
This one is not. It's gonna be 7 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Hush, I'm sorry. I know I put you down. And 7 sneak attack.
Okay. Less effective this time, but still, you lodge an arrow deep into its exoskeleton.
Yep. And there's another flash of drow eyes from the bushes, and they rattle again as he goes moving throughout the darkness.
Roll your stealth.
Less so. A 10 this time. And if at any point you think that he should run into a spider's web, that's fine with me.
Yeah, no. I think you are quite. You've got the passive perception to avoid them.
Okay.
So that works. Your next attack will not be at advantage though, because you are not quite hidden from them. This one is in melee with Azaka and is going to try and bite. Wow, these guys don't want to do well today. That's 13. That might actually hit her. It does hit her. She took a long rest, so she's at full health again. So she just gets bit and takes some poison damage. Oh, she has to make a save. She does. Okay, never mind. It's 12, 6. She takes a little poison damage. All right. Next is Hassan. There are 2 left. One next to you.
I'm going to attack with the flame blade.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Dirty 20
Yep.
for that's fun. 12 points of fire damage.
Cool. Much like the web, you slice through this cleanly with your
The Duke of Hazard slides over the carapace and then brings the scimitar down, turns, and then spins it around as he eyes the other spider in front of Tesh.
Mm-hmm.
I too wish to be in melee.
Shut up. Tesh, it is your turn. There's one left.
And Tesh will he's focusing. There's a big fuck all spider in front of him. He doesn't particularly like spiders. He sees the beauty in them, but not when they're that large. And he is going to try and make an attack towards it. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep, hits.
That will be for 10 damage.
Awesome. It is still up.
Doesn't have anything else to do. He'll pass.
All right. It's its turn. It's gonna try and bite you.
Do
How long
it.
is your shield of faith until you lose concentration on it? 20. You still have your shield of faith
Yep.
up, right? So pick the wrong buddy to attack. Azaka, having seen Hassan's Duke of Hazard slide, will attempt the same. And fucking that 20.
Nice.
The thing has 2 hit points left, so she kills it. Much in the same fashion as Hassan slides and stabs her scimitar through the head.
Tesh is just giving the like Super Smash Brothers endgame clap.
These are not the worst that we will come across. And as you find a place that's not infested by spiders to take your long rest for the night, that was where we will take our long rest for the week.
Yeah!
Wow.
Look at that! I'm so pleased. All right, and with that, I would like to say thank you to Tyler for running this wonderful game. It's been great. I love Tomb of Annihilation. Where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Tyler. You can find me at Frothy Inferno on Twitter and on Sundays DMing this. That's about it.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, but you can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life. You can catch me tomorrow here again at 7:30 EST, 8:30 EST in our Hungry campaign, where I play Albertine Astafor, the Azamar Warlock Barbarian, and then on Thursday you can catch me over at G Game Nights, where I will be playing. God, what is my name? His name is Theo. He's it's in our Good Place game, where I am the basically bastard child of a noble, and I'm trying to win daddy's money back. I mean attention. I mean love. It's gonna be fun. Also, that Sunday you can catch myself and the lovely LBHackEmUp again over at G Game Nights, but at 4 o'clock EST, where we will be almost wrapping up our D&D 5e campaign, where I am a ragey boy. Again.
Cool. I'll try and go through it fast. Tomorrow you can catch me here doing homebrew stuff. Well, Wednesday I'm going to be on Nerd Immersion's channel at 8:30 doing Rod of 7 Parts with Jordan with the PH. On Thursday I'll be streaming on my own channel, LBHackEmUp at Twitch. And on Friday I'll be on Dan Bear's channel doing pretty much one of the I think I'm close to the end of Ghost of Saltmarsh. Sunday I will be doing that game with RJ, and then I will be here again. And starting up the week after that, I can announce now, I'm going to be on Encounter Roleplay doing a game with our We Love 'em Savvy Seaworth and the Kraken King Sean, doing a game of Masks where I get to play an alien.
That's cool.
Yeah. And that's going to be at like 4 on a Friday. I'm not doing too much. Leave me alone. DanaeKeener.com.
And speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hi everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. You can find me here on Sundays playing as Baz the Drow Rogue, and on Mondays, tomorrow, hey, as Coriander the Elegant Paladin. We're going to save our boy! And then once a month, there's Magical Time, where we play a game on Wednesday called Monster Noir, and I believe Harker is going to face the werewolf that killed her fiance. That's a joke. She actually killed her own fiance. He turned into a werewolf. What was she supposed to do? DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Mondays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as this show Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us and you want to see all of our other games, you can check that out at youtube.com/Indoor Adventures. We've played through all of the Curse of Strahd, through all of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We got a homebrew campaign. We got all sorts of stuff. We're almost to the end of our Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign as well, so if you want to see the culminating events as to what an Aboleth and a Tharisden cultist have in common, consider checking us out on Thursdays. But other than that, we are going to be going into our Patreon-supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. And for the foreseeable future, all of those podcasts are being made available for free. We are just hosting them on Patreon. So you don't have to actually subscribe to us on Patreon to hear the answers to the questions that plague your minds. But we are going to be heading there shortly, so I would like to again say thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by. Thank you to Tyler for running this wonderful game, and thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit again this week. And we'll see you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!
Bye!